All right, get ready for a deep dive today. That's going to take us all the way to Taiwan.
Okay.
Sanxia Old Street.
I love it.
We're going to be talking all about it today.
Awesome.
So get ready for a sensory overload.
Yes.
We're going to wander through the streets virtually. We're going to be looking at all kinds of things there and, of course, trying all the food.
The food.
We have travel blogs, official websites, and even Wikipedia to help guide us today.
That's awesome. I love Sanxia Old Street. It's amazing how much history is packed into just one street.
Yeah.
Sanxia Old Street,
Yep.
or Sanxia Old Street, goes all the way back to the Qing Dynasty.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
That's incredible.
And it's really interesting because it blends that ancient history with some Japanese colonial influence in the architecture.
Oh, okay. So we're talking like a real blend of styles here.
Yeah, like a mashup.
Okay.
You'll see some traditional buildings and some more Western.
Interesting.
Yeah, you'll see the red brick arcades, which are very classic Qing Dynasty. And then you might turn a corner and bam, you see a Baroque style gateway.
Oh, wow.
Which is very Japanese colonial era.
So it's like this contrast that makes it so special.
Yes, exactly. It's so unique.
I love that. And I bet tucked away amongst all of that beauty are those really traditional shops that kind of take you back in time.
Yes, absolutely. You'll find everything there.
Wow.
Camphor shops, dye shops, tea houses, medicine shops.
It's like a museum.
Yes, it's a living museum.
That's incredible.
Where the past and the present coexist.
Okay, well, I am officially hooked.
Yes.
But all this talk about history and walking around is making me hungry.
Of course it is.
So where are we stopping first on our little food tour?
Well, you mentioned food.
Right.
Let's start at a Sanxia institution.
Okay.
Yangbo tofu pudding.
Tofu pudding.
Tofu pudding.
What's the story?
So picture this.
Okay.
A humble market stall, way back when, selling this simple but delicious tofu pudding.
Yeah.
Fast forward 4 generations, and that stall is now a bustling shop run by the same family, all within the walls of their ancestral home.
Wait, so they live and work in this building?
Yes, and the building itself is a piece of history.
Wow.
100 to 200 years old.
Gosh, the stories it could tell.
I know, right?
Okay, so what makes their tofu pudding so special?
They really keep it authentic.
Yeah.
They use high-quality ingredients like non-GMO soybeans and brown sugar syrup.
It's making me hungry.
And it's really that sense of history and tradition that makes it a great experience.
It's not just about the food, it's about the experience.
Exactly. You're savoring a taste of history.
That's so cool.
Literally.
All right, well, I think we've satisfied our sweet tooth for now.
Yes.
What about something savory?
Okay, let's go.
I'm ready for round 2.
Let's head to Dongdao Eatery.
Okay.
They're all about Taiwanese comfort food.
Oh, you have me at comfort food.
The kind that warms your soul.
I love it. What's on the menu?
Well, they're known for their Taiwanese-style pork chop rice.
Okay.
It's a real crowd pleaser.
Classic.
And if you want something crispy,
yeah,
they have chicken cutlet rice.
Oh, yeah.
And you can't go wrong with the sesame noodles.
Okay, now you're just making me hungry.
I know.
What's the vibe like at Dongdao?
Think retro charm.
Okay.
It's very nostalgic. It's like old school Taiwan.
I love that.
Like stepping back in time.
Yeah, for sure. And is it easy to find?
It's actually very easy to find.
Okay.
It's near the Sanxia Elementary School underground parking lot.
That's perfect, because parking is always a struggle.
I know, right?
Okay.
Makes the whole experience a lot smoother.
Yeah, for sure.
But you can just imagine stepping into Dongdao, the aromas hit you.
Yeah.
The retro vibes surround you.
It sounds amazing.
It's a feast for the senses.
Okay, so we've got the historic charm.
Yeah.
We've got the sweet and savory treats. What's next on our agenda?
Let's take a cultural detour.
Okay.
Just a short walk from Dongdao Eatery. Okay.
We'll find the Sanxia King Shui Zushi Temple.
A temple.
Music licensing reimagined.
This temple's not just beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a symbol of resilience.
Okay.
Over the centuries, it's been ravaged by earthquakes.
Oh, wow.
Fires damaged during the Japanese occupation.
Wow, it's really been through it.
But each time, it was rebuilt stronger and more magnificent.
That's amazing. So this temple holds centuries of history within its walls.
Yes, and a key figure in its story is Li Meishu.
Okay.
He was a renowned artist, and he played a key role in the most recent reconstruction, blending Chinese and Western artistic styles.
That's incredible to see a structure that's been through so much and still stands tall today.
It's pretty moving, and what's even more fascinating is that the scale is incredible.
Okay.
We're talking 156 dragon pillars.
Wow, 156.
Which is way more than you would typically find
in
Taiwanese temples.
So I'm picturing this very grand, ornate space filled with carvings and vibrant
Music
colors.
licensing
It's truly a masterpiece.
reimagined.
Well,
A testament to Sanxia's spirit and the brilliance of Li Meishu.
okay, it's officially on my must-visit list.
Yes.
But you know what? I'm feeling a little parched after all this.
Yeah, of course.
What do you recommend?
You're in luck.
Okay.
Right next to the temple is King Shui Wintermelon King.
Wintermelon, what is that?
So it's a type of gourd,
Good.
very popular in East Asian cuisine.
Uh-huh.
They use a local variety called white skin number 2,
Okay.
and they sweeten it with natural
Artlist
rock
IO.
sugar.
Okay.
It's known for its sweetness and cooling properties.
Sounds perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect for a hot day.
What kind of flavors do they have?
Well, of course, they have the original wintermelon drink,
The classic.
but if you're feeling adventurous,
Yeah.
they have wintermelon with grass jelly,
Ooh,
wintermelon with lemon,
cool.
and even wintermelon
Music
with passion
licensing
fruit.
reimagined.
Passion fruit and wintermelon.
Yes,
Now that's a combo I have to try.
you have to try it.
Okay, I'm adding that to the list.
Yeah.
Well, this has been an incredible start to our deep dive of Sanxia Old Street.
Yes, it has.
But we've really just begun to scratch the surface here.
We have.
There's so much more to uncover.
So much more.
From the temple to all of that amazing food.
And speaking of stories,
Yeah.
I think it's time to talk more about Li Meishu's legacy
Okay.
and the
Artlist
reconstruction of the
IO.
temple.
Yeah.
His vision was so important
That sounds like it.
to this landmark.
Okay.
So let's talk about his journey and how he blended those Eastern and Western styles.
Okay, we'll be back in a flash to continue this conversation, so don't go anywhere.
Okay, so we're back.
Yeah.
And we're ready to dive deeper into the story of
Music
Li Meishu
licensing
Yes.
and his
reimagined.
influence on the Sanxia Kingshui Zushi temple.
It's
It
fascinating.
really is.
His background,
Yeah.
he was born in Sanxia in 1902.
Oh, wow.
So this wasn't just a
Artlist
project
IO.
for him.
Right.
It was personal.
Yeah, like he had a connection to it.
He did.
Yeah.
He was connected to the place,
Yeah.
the history.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, but I thought he was trained in Western painting techniques.
he was.
Didn't he study in Japan?
Yes, in Japan and France.
And France.
Mhm.
Okay, so how does that work then?
It's so interesting because he had this
Music
really deep
licensing
understanding
reimagined.
of Western art,
Mm-hmm.
but he never lost sight of his Taiwanese roots.
So he saw the beauty in both.
He did.
Okay.
And he found a way to weave them together.
Yeah.
So it was familiar, but also new.
Okay, so how did that actually translate into the temple's design?
Well,
Yeah.
take the carvings, for example.
Okay.
You'll see those traditional Chinese motifs,
Mhm.
like dragons and phoenixes,
Right.
but they're executed
Yeah.
with such detail and realism.
Artlist
It's
IO.
almost Western.
Interesting.
So it's like he took these ancient symbols
Yeah.
and just gave them new life.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
What about the structure itself?
Subtly, yes.
Yeah.
The use of space and light, the proportions,
Yeah.
even the materials.
It all hints at the Western influence.
Interesting.
And it
Music
creates this harmony and
licensing
balance.
reimagined.
It's not about one style being better.
Right.
It's about them coexisting,
I see.
complementing each other.
So it sounds like he was walking this tightrope
Who was?
of respecting tradition while also pushing the boundaries.
Exactly.
Did he face any pushback?
It's interesting because he was so innovative,
Yeah.
but also very respectful of the history.
Right.
He wasn't trying to erase the past.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to build on it.
Yeah, I see.
To create something new that honored the
Artlist
legacy,
IO.
Yeah.
but also looked toward the future.
Okay, so what do you think he would think of Sanxia Old Street today?
Oh, I think he would be proud.
Yeah.
Remember, he wasn't afraid to experiment,
Right.
to mix old with new.
Yeah.
He saw the value in both. And I think he'd love to see that Sanxia Old Street is so vibrant and
Music
dynamic
licensing
that it celebrates
reimagined.
heritage, but
Yeah.
also has this modern energy.
It's amazing how one person
Right.
can impact not just a building,
Mhm.
but a community.
It's true.
And it makes me think about all the people who helped him
Absolutely.
with the reconstruction.
Yeah.
The artisans, the
Yeah.
craftsmen,
The community.
the community.
Yeah. Li Meishu may have been the mastermind,
Yeah.
but it was a group effort.
It always is.
Right.
Yeah.
It shows the community's spirit,
Yeah.
their resilience.
So this
Artlist
temple
IO.
embodies the very essence
It does.
of Sanxia Old Street.
Yes.
This place where history and culture and community are all interwoven.
Beautifully said.
And speaking of special,
Artlist
Yes.
how about that wintermelon drink
Oh, yes.
from Kingshui?
Yeah.
Wintermelon King,
Yes.
Taiwan.
It's this perfect blend of everything.
I know.
History, culture, the food. It's all woven together.
It is.
It's both familiar and surprising.
Yes, exactly.
We've walked these streets, seen the
Music
temple,
licensing
tasted these
reimagined.
amazing flavors.
It's been a journey,
It has.
and that's what makes this
Yeah.
deep dive
Yeah.
so special.
It is.
We haven't just explored a place, we've connected with it.
We really have. And for you, listener,
Yes,
we hope you've been inspired.
to visit Sangsia Old Street yourself.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
it really is.
Whether it's the temple, the food, or just soaking up the atmosphere.
Yeah,
There's something for everyone.
there really is.
So go be curious
Yeah.
and discover this hidden
Artlist
gem
Idaho.
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
Taiwan.
Until next time.
Happy exploring and exploring.